right. Thank you, Dr. Xu, and welcome to the LSGI and MSc Info seminar. Today, Dr. Xu and I will briefly introduce the MSc programs to you all, and we will focus on the Q&A session to reply your questions. Okay. So I will start first, and Dr. Xu will follow up. Okay. Thank you. Let me share my screen. So, Dr. Xu, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, thank you. I'm assuming that everyone can see the screen and hear my voice. So I just go ahead. My name is Xintao Liu. I'm the associate professor in the Department of Land Surveying and Geomatics, LSGI, and I'm also the program leader of MSc in Geomatics. So for MSc in Geomatics, we have actually two schemes. One is GIS, Geographic Information System, now science, and the other one is surveying. So the program has been running since the early 1990s. It's a kind of old program for over almost 40 years. And the program now is highly regarded by GIS and surveying professionals in Hong Kong and worldwide. And by focusing on GIS and surveying technologies, students after graduation will become familiar with how the technology can be accurately used. So this is a basic purpose of this MSc in Geomatics program. For the geomatics education in Hong Kong, Hong Kong PolyU, which is our university, is the only university and department that provide education from bachelor to master and a PhD degrees. You can see here some other universities that only provide either MSc or PhD education, but now in my department, we provide also bachelor's study in geomatics. So from this, you can understand the teaching resources and other facilities are pretty much advantages in Hong Kong. And this is basic ranking information and the campus picture for our main campus. On the up left, you can see this is one picture from our campus. And on the lower right, from here, you can see this is a ranking status of currently for our university. Now we rank within top 100 worldwide, and the ranking is still become higher and higher. And this is the advantages for all the graduations, including not only for MSc, but also for bachelor and PhD. Next, I want to talk about the program structures for MSc in Geomatics for both GIS and surveying. So the structure will include two parts. First, the subjects. Second is the final dissertation or project. We have basically two choices. First one is you can select some core subjects and also some elective subjects plus dissertation. And the other one is you can select 5 core subjects and 3 elective subjects plus project. So the total credits will be 30. In the meantime, you have option to select our other elective objects in our university. So regarding the graduation time, it is pretty much flexible. You can graduate within 1 year or 2 years. If you are full-time student, if you are part-time students, you can have an even longer study period. If you choose a project, for example, and when you enroll in this is September, and then you can graduate in next year in 2024 in May or July. If you start from semester 1, okay. If you start to choose or to choose project in semester 2, you can graduate in November 2024. So this is the first choice that you select the project in your program structure. If you choose dissertation, it normally takes 3 semesters to finish your dissertation. And if you start from September 2023, if you come to PolyU, then you can graduate normally in 2024. And if you start from the next semester, and you can graduate by 2025 May. So you can choose whenever you want to graduate, either within 1 year or 2 years. And your graduation time will fully depends on your progress in your dissertation report and your supervisor. If your supervisor say that you are qualified, then you can graduate. Otherwise, you cannot. The extension of the dissertation is possible, and it will be approved case by case. And we strongly recommend you choose dissertation if you want to be a PhD student after then. So here we also provide the scheme handbook, which you can see some details about each program, including some courses, what are the core subjects, what are the elective subjects, what are the recommended elective subjects. Later on, when you come to PolyU, you have the chance to download the PDF file for reference. So last, it will be the career future of you after your graduation as an MSc student from our department. For example, once you graduate from our department as an MSc with the MSc degree, you will have the advantage to enter the career market because our program, your degree is automatically recognized or accredited by some international organizations. For example, Hong Kong IS, Hong Kong IE, RICS, and the chartered RCES. And that means that you automatically have the advantage to compete with other students from a similar degree. And these are some of the future career perspectives from our last graduates. Some of them enter the government. Some of them have the opportunity to enter the companies like the Ali and Tencent, and some telecommunication companies in either local or international companies. And a rather high percentage of the graduates continue their academic career as a PhD study either in Hong Kong or international universities, which means if you graduate from our department, when you apply for PhD study, you have also have a good advantage. So this is a very basic information about the MSc in Geomatics. So I just stop here. Dr. Xu Yang maybe introduce more about our program. Dr. Xu Yang.
Thank you very much, Dr. Liu. I will continue with another MSc program at our department. So let me try to share the screen. Okay. Can you see the slides here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for the nice introduction from Dr. Liu and also the description of the MSc program in Geomatics. I am Yang Xu. I'm also a faculty member in the Department of Land Surveying and Geoinformatics. I am the program leader for MSc in Urban Informatics and Smart Cities. Compared to the Geomatics program, Urban Informatics and Smart City is a relatively new program offered by us. So a little bit background of why this program become reality. Actually in 2017, Hong Kong government initiated this smart city blueprint, which is a very important initiative to build Hong Kong into a world-class smart city. So the missions include, for example, making use of new technologies to address urban challenges, improving quality of living and cities' sustainability, efficiency, and safety, and also to foster city innovation and economic development. I think many of the audience in the room are familiar with the word smart city. So this is a very trending topic, not only in Hong Kong, but also in China and around the world. So that becomes one of our basically motivations to establish this new program to meet the increasing needs from the students, and also to nurture the next generation talent in this field. So actually, LSGI is the only department in Hong Kong that offers a wide range of education, training, and research opportunities in the field of surveying, geographic information science, and urban informatics. So similar to the Geomatics program, the MSc in urban informatics and smart cities offers a mixed mode of study. So we offer both full-time and the part-time postgraduate program in this area. So the program is relatively new. We received our first student cohort in 2020. So basically by last year, 2022, we have received 3 different student cohort. So hopefully some of you will become our next cohort. So the program basically provides students with education focused on 3 key aspects. The first is theories and domain knowledge in urban science and systems. And the second parts basically focus on teaching the emerging technologies in urban informatics and smart cities. And we also provide students with practice of urban informatics and smart city solutions. So the program structure is very similar to the Geomatics one. Basically, you could choose to take 7 subjects plus a dissertation option, or alternatively 8 subjects plus a project. So in total, you have to acquire 30 credits in order to graduate. And as already mentioned by Dr. Liu, if you want to further pursue a PhD degree, you have to take a dissertation option, which has a strong focus on the research component. So if you choose either dissertation or the project, so we have a list of core subject here. Besides whatever you want to choose, you have to choose 3 compulsory subjects, so which are the some fundamental subjects offered by the program, in particular, smart cities, technology solution, urban science and systems, and the urban informatics. And on top of this, you are welcome to choose any other core subject that you think you are interested in. In addition to this core subject, the program also combine the strengths from other faculties, departments in the university to create many different subjects for you to choose, because the smart city is interdisciplinary area. We have applicants from different fields, and they may also have different career perspectives. As you can see, the elective subjects cover different things, such as artificial intelligence, IoT. So these are more technology oriented, and we also have courses that focus on different application domain, such as urban infrastructure, smart transportation, tourism, etc. And our own department also provides many elective subjects related to remote sensing, satellite positioning, spatial data acquisition, and so forth. As already mentioned by Professor Liu, so the study mode and also the duration is quite flexible depending on your own plan, and also how devoted you are to the whole study program. So some students are able to finish the program within 1 year if they choose project, and if students choose to take a dissertation, so it usually takes longer, approximately 1.5 to 2 years. So these are for the option for full-time students. And for part-time students, it usually takes longer, 2.5 to maybe 5 years, because they would just take one or two subjects per semester, because they have to work during other time periods. In terms of the entrance requirements, so as long as you hold a recognized bachelor degree in related fields, you are welcome to apply. And you can also check the latest English language requirements of the university through this website. You can either take an IELTS or TOEFL, so both of them would apply. So the usual application period is starting from last year, actually October last year, to end of April 2023 this year. So keep an eye on this deadline if you have a plan to apply for this particular program. And also, I haven't listed here, our program, the Urban Informatics program, recently also got accredited by the Hong Kong Institute of Surveyors, Hong Kong IS, which is pretty good news. Some students may value this a lot. So just for your information. That's basically what I want to cover for this program. So if you are interested in the related information, feel free to visit our department website, or follow us on Facebook, or WeChat. I think I finished my part. So now the floor is open. We will start the QA session. So if you have any question, feel free to type them in the chat box, or simply you can unmute yourself and speak out, and Dr. Liu and I will try our best to answer your questions. Right. Anyone want to ask some question?
So just add one comment. If you are from mainland China, if you want to speak Mandarin, it should be okay for us.
Yes.
可以说普通话也没有问题。So let me reply. We have one question from the chat box. So Dr. Xu, I think we are not allowed to release the information about the quota of each scheme, right? The GIS or survey.
Yeah, but maybe we can talk a little bit about how many we recruit last year, the rough number. I think that should be fine.
Yeah, so last year for surveying. So last year we recruited around 60 MS students for both, including GIS and survey students. And the ratio or the percentage for mainland China, it's around maybe around 50%, maybe, yeah, around 50%, approximately 50% from mainland China.
Okay. Okay.
Next question. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can answer the next one.
Yes.
So the next one is about a question on the detailed introduction of the course content of either the Geomatics or the Urban Informatics program. So I'm just typing our department website here. So you can go to study. There's a tab called study, and then basically go to study and top postgraduate programs. So all the program information are listed here. So you can click either of them, and then you will see the course list and related information there. And under the study tab, there's also a LSGI subject list. So you should be able to check each list offered by our department and some detailed information. Yeah. I think the next question is for Dr. Liu.
Okay. What a difference. Sorry. Okay. So the difference of GIS and surveying, first of all, the title is different, right? Second of all, so when you enter the job market, for example, if you look for a job in Hong Kong, if you have the surveying stream, then it will be kind of advantages for you to look for a surveying job. And for this is the biggest difference for the GIS and surveying in Hong Kong. And regarding the content of the two streams, you can see some of the core subjects are different, and the GIS will focus on more on the spatial analysis programming, and surveying will probably focus more on the surveying technologies. But both GIS and survey, we don't provide any surveying instrument training. So this is, you should be aware. I hope this answer your questions. Next question from Xun Wenjing. I think it's also for me. Okay, if you are put on the waiting list, and not guaranteed how long you will get the offer, or if you can get the offer or not, and not guaranteed. After the deadline of the application, which is the last day of April next year, yes, the status will be finally changed, either successful or unsuccessful. Dr. Xu Yang, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So next question is about is it about my program?
Yes.
Zhou Yingling, right? I think, yeah, the next two questions about the urban informatics program. So last year, so we recruit about a total of 30 students. So in terms of the exact number of students from mainland China, I don't think we can release this specific number to you. As you know, that the offer actually are made on a rolling base. So basically, we give offer once a few weeks, something like that. And currently, we still have quite some vacancies in the urban informatics program. I guess maybe that also apply to the geomatics program, because the application season goes all the way to end of April. So it's still a very good time, for all of you to apply for the program. Yes. So basically, the answer is we still have vacancies.
So yeah, I think the next question about the enrollment will be similar to the previous question. GIS enroll another question. So it's until the just as Dr. Xu mentioned, the recruitment season just started, and we still have a long way to go. I think after the Lunar New Year, we still have a chance to be enrolled. Yeah. For MSc, if you are an undergraduate from LSGI, I think we don't have a very specific GPA requirement to apply for MSc. It depends on the total applications or applicants for MSc. But for MPhil, I don't think it's our responsibility, or it's beyond our responsibility to answer the questions here. Dr. Xu Yang, any comments?
Yes, I also agree, because actually we are talking about TPG, which is a taught postgraduate program. So MPhil is more of a research focused. So if you have a plan for this MPhil, basically you don't try to mix that with this two TPG program. So if you want to apply for an MPhil, maybe you should drop an email to our department general office to ask for the specific procedure. Yeah, but in terms of the GPA, definitely we don't have a specific threshold for that. So we will pick the most outstanding candidates from the pool. Maybe I'll take the next question. So
Yes.
Project basically takes 6 credits and dissertation accounts for 9 credits. So for both of these two options, you have to, conduct research or say doing data analysis or any research project in order to graduate. The difference is that the dissertation has a stronger focus on the innovation, for example, of your project, and it has a stronger focus on the research component, and is a prerequisite for joining the PhD program. So basically, you have plan for further pursuing a PhD, you should choose dissertation. Otherwise, you could choose project. And the other difference is that the project usually would take 2 normal semesters. For example, 1 fall semester and then the other spring semester. Well, dissertation would take 3 regular semesters. So basically, you would expect to take more time to finish the program if you choose the dissertation program. Yeah, the dissertation option. Sorry.
I think Dr. Xu, you have one more question.
Yeah, I think maybe this question is very broad. Does not really apply to. I would say that for the smart city, maybe your question is what kind of companies or job opportunities people will get after graduating from the program. So actually, it's very broad. So according to the past experience, some of our graduates basically go to governments, for example, in Hong Kong. So we have lands department, planning department, and similarly in China we have 测绘局, 国土局. So many students, go to this kind of government institutions, and we also have quite many people go to big, IT companies like, Tencent, Huawei, etc. And also some students may even consider having a startup, or further doing a research assistant, or pursuing PhD here. So I would say, government, private companies, academic institutions, students are just everywhere. So the opportunities are quite broad. Yeah. Dr. Liu, do you have anything to add?
No. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the question for waiting list. So I want to maybe let me say something. So a waiting list basically means that I would say you have already been screened for one time, but currently you have not been given an offer. So I want to be very honest that if you are in the waiting list for quite a long time, that means the opportunity is relatively low. But the reason for us to putting you in the waiting list is because sometimes, if we are not able to recruit enough people, we would always revisit some of our old, applicants, so that some of them basically still have chance to be admitted. Actually, in the past a few years, we do have this kind of cases that people on the waiting list are admitted later. So I would say that don't have a high expectation, but there is a chance.
Yeah, I just echo Dr. Xu Yang's comment. I fully agree with your comments. It's quite important for the students who are in waiting list. Yeah, thank you. And I have one more question. Dr. Xu.
Oh, I think that, but yeah, I can take that. I'm not sure whether can apply for GS and surveying stream at the same time. Maybe no, but yeah.
Okay. You have one student asked you, she or she sent email to you already.
Oh, sorry. Let me ask take this question. Because sorry, every day or every week we receive tons of emails about for example, regarding asking the status, for example, of their application. So if this is the content of the email, I apologize that sometimes we're not able to respond to all of them. But if it's related to other things of the program or more urgent ones, for example, you apply for the program, but somehow there are some issues that you see on the system, so we should be able to respond. Yeah. But if you are asking about the status of the offer, so basically you can check in the system. So for those of you who already admitted, there should be a notification sending to you already.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Xu. I think I will take the next question. Sure, you're welcome to apply for both GIS and surveying streams at the same time, but eventually you will only be selected for one stream if you are admitted. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also applying for the Geomatics and the Urban Informatics program. These two programs at the same time.
Yeah. 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 Oh. Any more questions? Okay, if the status is not successful, to be honest, it means there will be no opportunity to be admitted.
Yeah, again, the information of the different streams or programs are here available through the department websites. Do we have other questions from you? I think we are only allowed to talk about how many roughly we recruit last year. So I think this question is basically the same as asking the exact number of quota. So we are sorry that we are not able to say that. But as we have already mentioned, we still have vacancies for both of the programs. So yeah, everyone stand a chance. How long will it take to know the application result? So basically, this is the screening is done in the rolling base, so as the admission. So basically, if you apply, for example, in let's say September 2022, so you would expect to know the application results in 1 or 2 months. So that's basically the usually the time delay. So basically, we check for the applications once in a while. So usually in 1 or 2 months time after your application, you should be able to know that. Yeah, you're welcome.
So any more questions? Okay, I think I will take this question. The software will be covered in GIS. Basically, we mainly use, first one is ArcGIS. We used for the lab and assignments. The second one will be AutoCAD. Or we also sometimes use QGIS. This is a GIS software. And for to be covered in GIS subjects. For other software, it could be some database like database server, SQL database, or even some programming software like Python. So this is basically, yeah. Thanks, Dr. Xu Yang. This is the software to be covered in GIS subjects, including surveying.
It will not be decided or assigned by the professor in terms of the dissertation or project topic. So usually, if students are admitted to the program in the very first semester, actually at the beginning of the semester, we will organize the orientation and then introducing everything to students. And we would encourage the students to approach to the supervisors and then to make the connection to identify a supervisor for basically for their dissertation or project. Sometimes supervisors will make their recommendations or they would offer some possible topics for students to choose. But for students, if they have their own mind to pursue a particular research topic, so they are more than welcome to do that. So basically, it should be discussed between the students and the supervisor. Yeah. Do we have other questions?
Okay. If no more questions, shall we conclude the info session?
There is another.
Or one more question. Let's see. Basically, it will not be advantageous to apply survey stream if you have GIS related experience.
Yeah, but for all the two programs or different streams, so if students have STEM and quantitative sort of backgrounds, I would say that this is an advantage. For example, they have experience in geomatics or smart city related projects. They are able to do programming, this sort of things. I would say that this could be advantageous for entering our program. Yeah. Right. I'm not sure if Anna is here. Any announcement to make?
We got one more question.
Yeah.
From Xun Wenjing. How often the Geomatics gives offer? It basically, as Dr. Xu Yang mentioned, it's the offer will be assigned on a rolling basis. For Geomatics, it's basically on a monthly basis. Basically, on a monthly basis, which means around every 4 weeks, we will assign a new offers. So how about your program, Dr.
Yeah,
Yang?
I think we are almost the same. Yeah, once every a few weeks. So usually one month at most.
Okay. I don't think Anna is here. So if no more questions, let's try to conclude the session. So
Yeah.
one last chance. Any questions from you, from the audience?
So basically, Jimmy is our general office colleague who assisted us on the management of the program. So if you have any, for example, general inquiries related to all the 2 MSc programs, you can contact us or contact Jimmy directly. Yeah, regarding the entrance requirements, or any difficulty you encounter during the application, things like that.
Okay, great.
Any other question? If no more questions, so shall we conclude the session for today? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you everyone for joining this session and for showing your interest. So we do hope you become interested in this program. So please feel free to share also this the information of the 2 programs and our department to your friends, relatives who might be interested in this. So we appreciate your interest and attendance. So anytime you have any questions, so feel free to contact us. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.